Yeah, good day everyone. The truth of the matter is that agriculture is capital intensive if you really want to do it well. So, my own advice is that people should start small and be realistic, like know your budget, then work with an expert to guide you on how you can utilize your budget effectively so that you don't run out of cash along the line. So today we're going to be discussing about water quality and quantity management. It's a very broad topic, but we're going to be doing the introduction today. Stay put and learn.
You say you want me to do this?
All right, good day everyone. So today is Tuesday, 29th of July. So for those who are just joining us today, this is Fish College YouTube channel. It's a channel where you learn practical things that will guide you to be successful in catfish business. And with time we are going to be introducing some other skills in this channel so that people can learn, because I love integrated farming system. So fish farming is not the only thing we do. So for some years we have been majoring on fish farming. So with time we'll be introducing other skills. So today now we'll be talking about water quality and quantity management, so that it will help beginners to know what they are into to get themselves prepared for it. Now once fish farming is coming to your mind, the first question you need to ask yourself is, do I have water? And when you're talking about water, the quantity, do I have good water in good volume? So because anyone who must venture into this business, you must have a reliable source of water that you can control on your own. Like you can decide to use water from the stream, from the river, you can sink a borehole, but the most important thing is that you should be in charge of the water. And the available water help you to decide the quantity of fish you have to raise. For example, now if you want to go into hatching, it's compulsory that you must have a reliable borehole, and you must have a reliable reservoir, or it won't just depend on the water you are getting from the ground direct. Most cases it's not even good for you to run direct water in the hatchery. It's meant to pass through your treatment chamber to your hatchery. So especially when your water pH is not okay, like you can see, for the sake of the hatchery that we want to set up here, that is why we are able to get all this tank. Because one thing with me is that I don't love putting people at risk. So you need to have reservoirs so that even if your borehole start malfunctioning, you can depend on the reservoirs before you now fix it up. Then coming to the quantity of water, you need to be sure that you have a good water supply source that can fill the reservoir. It's not about buying all of them. For example, now like this place, we check the water. When you look at even where we are standing, water is coming out from the ground. So here, so you can see this is water everywhere. You can see water everywhere. So even let's go to the well. So this farm that you are seeing now is constructed, it's like it's seated on the water. So let me just take you to the well so that you take a look. So look at this waterfall that we are having here, like stream. This is the well we dug. Can you see? For those who have been following us, you can see that this farm has a natural reservoir already. So can see that water is coming out on its own without sumo. There is no sumo here, so it's coming out on its own. You can see it, the two where we dug. So all we just need to do, we are not using sumo, this is what we'll be using. And let me just explain something in case if you did not watch our last video. The reason why we are using this submersible pump is because this one pump at shallow water level. So that you not go and buy it and be trying it in your farm and it will not work. And so because assuming we are not getting water like this, what we need to do is we'll put a sumo pump that will now be sucking it from the ground. Then if peradventure you like, the reason why we are experiencing this is here is that beside us there is a water canal, like a mini river, a stream beside us. So all these places are waterlogged area. That is why I normally stress it that if you have passion to go into this business in a big way, it's always good for you to site it in an area like this. So I will not be having water challenge. Like this machine now, because of pumping the water, it gives us water in large volume, which we are going to play for you to see. And when you watch it, it consumes less power to do the work. But if it is sumo pump, it's going to drain more power, and before you can get a sumo pump that will give us equivalent volume of this, is going to be very, very high, maybe 7 horsepower or more than 7 horsepower sumo pump. And when you look at it, some of them require heavy machine or require 3-phase. So there are some foundational things you need to consider. You need to consider very, very well before you can now venture into this business. Okay, I don't know if you are really learning what I'm saying. Then for those who have been watching, there's a farm we set up somewhere, I think in Enugu State. So if, for example, your farm is sited by the riverside, you can have a very long hose that you use and be collecting water and be introducing in your treatment chamber where you can treat it before using it in your farm. Except if the river water is okay. Like this water now, this is the water, okay? I've tested it. Let me show you what I'm using. So I believe some of you are familiar with this, but if you are not familiar with it, we can help you get one. So it's very easy to use. The name is Water Phase Solution Water pH Test Kit. It's a liquid reagent and it's very, very simple to use. I so much enjoy this one very, very well. So this is the chart. So when you see the chart, we have from 4 to 10. Okay, so when you collect the water, like this water now, you check it. Like what we're having here is 5.0. I see it's 5.0. That's what we're having. So how you run the test is very, very simple. How you run it. So you can see that the beaker is calibrated. You collect 10 ml. Then you will now drop 2 of these reagents. When you drop it, okay, I made a mistake. Let me just correct that mistake. It's expected that before you test your water, you will wash the beaker you rinse it with the water you want to test. Okay, you can see the reason why you that is watching this video, you are going to pay for this reagent. So all of you that are watching it, you pay for it. So this water is not alkaline. It's not alkaline. So this water now is not suitable for hashing. So what we need to do is just to put it here and check. I get it, you put it here and check. So the favorable one to use is between 6, 7. Between this 6.6 to 8. So or 7 is the best. If you can get this green, is the best. So now the challenge that we used to have is that most of the water that we used to get are like this, except like I did some research work in Ondo State and some farm in Delta. Their water is 7, like 7.0, some are 6.8, 6.9. Then if your own water is like this, you don't need to worry yourself. So you need to learn how to balance it. I'm going to be mentioning part of what we use. One, you can balance it with oyster shell, you can balance it with sodium bicarbonate, you can balance it with lime. So you will introduce this in your treatment tank in a measure and ensure that it is up to the standard before you can now use it in your hatchery. Then another thing is that not everybody have the money to buy some of these things. To buy some of these things we are using. Not everybody have the finance to buy some of these things we are using. So you can have a treatment chamber that is made up of concrete tank, you understand? So you will construct it in a way that as water moves from there even to your hatchery, so in most cases before you get to your hatchery, the pH used to come up. So but nevertheless, it's good for you if you know you want to make money from the business. It's good for you to get everything right. Did you get me? That is why I do encourage you to try to get our material. We have materials that we have written on these things, and if you know that the condition is critical on you, you need to get registered for a mentorship training so that we can guide you. So information is power, and once you register with our mentorship, it's not that we sit you down and be expecting you to have a class session. Whenever you want to operate, you call us. That grants you automatic access to be able to reach us. We will be guiding you, and we always encourage people, for you to enjoy our mentorship, you need to be practical, because I don't find it other easy to come and be teaching you something and not practicing. So I do encourage people, try your best. Like for example now, if your problem is pH, very simple, you buy the kit, then you buy oyster shell bicarbonate. Okay, we will now guide you on how to get it done, and you will do it. Do you understand? So I think from this video you have learned one or two things that will inspire you. So I think with time I'm going to do another episode on water quantity and quality management. Our work is still in progress. We are still working, so I'm going to be playing some of our activities for you to enjoy yourself. Then if you have not gotten our material, feel free to chat us up to get our manual and read. And if you are yet to register for a mentorship class, do it. It's for your own good. Okay, all these things we are doing is a way of contributing to humanity. So want to move along with everyone. Then for all of you that are calling me that you're having hatchery challenge, I keep telling you that this is rainy season. It's raining every day. Like this pH that we check now, let me tell you the truth. During dry season, you see that the pH will normalize. Okay, there are many factors that are working against the hatchery now. So I do tell everybody to try to be at your best, and don't go and stress yourself, like start doing it in a very big way. Do it small, get it right, then do it big. You understand what I'm saying? Do it small, get it right, and do it big. And because when you do it big now, and maybe heavy rainfall, and you could not control the temperature, you will not have issue, or your pH just change automatically with you. Just change, and you do not know, because the truth of the matter, not all of us are always diligent to always check the pH. And your kits, some of all the kits that you have is not good. So like me, I don't just depend on this kit. I have other kits that I use, so I try to ensure that everything is okay while doing my work. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then I always stress that you try to raise your own brood stock. Don't depend on buying brood stock there and there. Try to raise your own brood stock, and while training brood stock, try your best to avoid what we call inbreeding. Don't buy male and female from the same farm and be using it. When you are using inbreeding, that means you are not still getting things right. I think some of you don't know what is called inbreeding. Inbreeding is when brother and sister marry together and they are producing children. We don't do it in fish farming. We don't do it in animal production. So the end result is not always good. So if you want to be successful in breeding, in fact, if you go and follow UN standard, FAO, their agricultural standard, you are expected to get your female and male from different states entirely. Okay, let me use Rivers State. I'm a Rivers State. There's a mindset that if I buy male and female from Rivers State, they could be from the same source. So I keep telling people, sometimes don't think that devil is working against you. Don't think that the evil thing that you did so many years ago are attacking you. Like my friend Kolade, and this guy suffered a lot, and he was like telling me whether it was the sin he sinned and it's working against him. I told him try, in fact, he have to come to my place. He followed me, we repeat. I went to his place and make sure that he's replicating the same thing that we are doing. Give him the same feed that we are using, and by the grace of God, he's succeeding today. So please and please, there is no other way to success except the right way. If you follow the right way, you will get good results. So I encourage you, this business is not a gambling business. This is a scientific business. Fish and aquaculture is not just 4 years course, it's 5 years course. When you now add IT to it and add other experience. So you waking up thinking that somebody that just bring out egg, do like this, will teach you and you'll be succeeding. No. You need to sit down and learn, and the learning process is not something of even 1 month or 1 year. You need to take time to even know how to differentiate eggs from different quality of egg. You need to take time to even understand the different species of clarias. You need to take time to understand how to manage your temperature, to manage your environmental conditions. So I think I've taken much time. So what I'm seeing here is actually amazing. This is one of the things that we want. So this is rainy season, so the dry season is always the best time to do this work, okay? But during dry season, with what we are seeing here, we still have water. But for long, water, if I thought the whole well that they have here, or the whole borehole well, that's how water is coming from all of them. Water is coming from all of them. So it's a nice work. I believe you have been inspired. So wherever you are watching me from, before you must invest in fish farming, take time and do a diligent work on how to get sufficient water for your farm. Take time and do a diligent work on how to make sure that your water quality is optimal. And there's something else I still want to say. It's not ethically good for you to take your water sample to a lab. It's good for you to test it right there. This thing is chemical reaction, but many people don't know. It's part of what we're taught in school. It's good for you to pay an expert. The expert will come right there and test the water. Because once you collect this water like this, I'm telling you the truth, once you collect it and drop it, bam, chemical reaction have started working on it. So don't feel that you're going to get the same result. You do get it. Don't feel that you're going to get the same result. So there will always be a difference. So this is Fish College for you, and like as I said, it's a channel, it's an educative channel where you learn a lot that will help you. So if you are here to like our video now. If you have not been sharing, share with your friends. If you have not been commenting, drop your comments, and our good Lord will continue to bless you. Thank you. Cheers. So right now you can see the engineer is testing the work. The work is not completed yet. We're just test running it to see how it works. So as you can see, the machine is supported with a bucket. I'm still going to construct a stand where it's going to stay. So like what I was saying, this particular video you are watching right now talks more about water quality and quantity. So one of the points I'm stressing is you ensuring that you set your farm in a place, or you make available a source of water in high volume depending on what you want to do. So because fish farming is broad, you can either do it in a commercial way or do it in a subsistence way. So if your goal is to produce some quantity that you will sell and consume your family, you may not give yourself that headache. But if you really want to do it in a big way, you need to prioritize how you can get water in good number, in good volume. Then after you have done that, for the water parameters, you need to run analysis. Like I keep saying that one of the important thing is to check the water pH. Though this water pH at times when the water gets to the pond, after some time it tends to balance itself. So but if your main focus is to use the water for hatchery, it's good for you to condition the water for the water to be, to be upgraded to a particular standard. So it's very much important to take note of it. Then apart from the pH, there are other parameters that are necessary that you need to check. Things like your temperature, the nitrate level, the dissolved oxygen, and so many of them. So you need to ensure that you put them to your standard, to the standard. Then the question many people used to ask is, all these things that we are mentioning, why are they not affecting the fish in the wild? So you can see that the fish in the wild, if you even go and check their water, you see that the water pH is okay. So some of these things have a way of naturally stabilizing themselves based on how God created them. But this one we are doing, we have to condition the water to meet up the standard in order for our fish to survive. So if you know that you have water quality challenge, you can chat us up and we discuss that. Okay, so like as I said, I just want to bring to our notice a lot of points were stressed here, and I believe that we have learned one or two things. Then our work is still in progress, so we encourage you to keep following us. But once everything is set, we are going to mount up our tank stand. We're going to also consider how we can upgrade the pH for him, so that even if you are not getting 7.5, let's get something very close to 7 or above 7. Then we're going to see everything possible that we need to fix so that we can start operating the farm. So for those who have been following, you can see everything is moving so fast. And like as I said, this year we have a lot of farms to build. So after this one, we still have some other works to do. So if you are following us, you are not actually wasting your time, you are learning. Okay, you'll be learning because we take delight in portraying what we are doing. Part of the reason why we are doing it is just to inspire people, to inspire more investors to know that this thing is workable. We don't want to just be giving you theory, so we want you to also see how it is being done. So we keep encouraging investors. If you have money and you have the passion, you can contact us and we will liaise together and see how to get this work done. Then if you know you are having challenge in your farm, do not hesitate to chat us up on WhatsApp, okay, or give us a call. Or better still, try your best and register for our mentorship class so that we can have good time for you. Okay, so you can see our number on the screen, so you are always free to give us a call or to chat us up. We love you and we encourage you to continue to watch. So enjoy yourself in the remaining clips, and a good Lord will bless you. Thank you guys.